What? And Rocket League's part of it? All right. All right. We are going to be all right. Oh man, still not ready. My hair. So much hair. Okay. Scooting in. Getting the microphone so it's not obnoxiously in my way. There you go. Alright guys, welcome to the stream. I am Grease Monkey, the Grease Monkey. And today I'm going to be working on a project that I'm working on with another Blender head. I'm doing the environment for it. It's going to be a grease pencil animation, but the stream is mostly going to be me making 3D work with the 2D animation and the 2D drawings and stuff. So it'll be me making shaders, optimizing the scene, which sounds, I know, riveting. Optimization, shaders, and just figuring out a look or a style and play around with some styles to see if he likes them. So then we can make this animation. Um. So yeah. So maybe I'll dip into some grease pencil, but mostly, yeah, like I said, shaders. I'm repeating myself. Oh man, got my coffee, getting ready. I have rain and train playing in the background because that just helps me concentrate. But honestly, like, I may just put lo-fi hip hop instead. Um, cause yeah, why? Yeah, I mean, still fixing some windows on my screen. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god, my computer's in the way now. There we go. Fix the glasses. Hold on, I gotta fix my screen setup. Man, I shouldn't have started. Let's see. Oh no. Like, my screen's more like this. Okay. Okay. All right. So here we are. We're at our scene. It's a space. It's a sci-fi space scene. Probably taking place in a lab on a moon or a planet or a canyon on Earth. It's all tucked away. This is the inside of the lab. Maybe a part of the lab, the end. We got our temporary protagonist here. Looking fancy, looking fun. He's not fancy at all. He's naked. Okay. So, alright, so here we go. Got a protagonist here. Not acting at all, just standing there. And we got this room, and this room it's just a big square, big cube. But I have back face culling on, and I made the normals inside out. So, let's see. We in rendered mode? What are we doing? Oh, this is the rendered mode. Okay. Looks a little darker. We got shadow going on. Looking fun. There we go. That's what I was. I might not have picked this. Alright, so let's see what this cube is. And let's make it the cube invisible because I'm tired of seeing it. It's this. Right? Oops. Okay. Let's start getting organized. Room. There we go. Lab box. We'll move this to a new collection called Lab. There we go. Got our collection of lights. Our gems here should not be in there. We'll call this utilities. Utilities. Good stuff, good stuff. We got lights, camera, point. Got the lab going. And then we got all these pieces here, right? So what I'm doing is, what my whole plan is here is that I just want to optimize everything, because when I look at this memory for like how simple this scene looks, it's like at 750 megabytes, and I just think that's too high. It's too high. It should be much lower. Maybe it's just me. But I know that this scene's gonna get more complicated, and I'm already at a gig on this really simple scene. So some things I'm gonna do to optimize is, let's see. We'll move into like these little wedges here that I made for the walkway, and when you look at the information for the object, so if you go to, what is this tab called, object properties, so you have the object properties, you can see that this is untitled 53, and then if you click the next one, untitled 51 and 50, oops, and 54 and 52 and 45. So yeah, so all these are just their individual objects, but they're all just clones of themselves, right? So I don't need separate information for each and every one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so they're all sharing the same object data. So let's start hiding stuff so I can work with this better. And let me put screencast keys so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Anyway, so I'm just clicking, clicking and hitting H is what I want to hit here. And all H does is make it not visible, and you can see in the outliner the eyeball, that's the visibility. That's all I'm doing. It's a shortcut for that. So going, hiding everything, you know, this is a long process. You know, I could probably make this.
He'll be able to play later.
Hmm?
He'll be able to play later. He's just going through the game.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna keep going, and I think to make this easier, let's see, I can hit C, right? Is that it? And I can start, nope, that's not gonna make it easier. Let's cancel out of that. So C was kind of like a brush selection, but it's what it does is like, see how this is the object I'm picking, but see this dot here, that's where its origin is at, right? So if I press C and I try to paint over this to select it, it doesn't pick it. But I bet you if I pick over here, it picks this over here. So basically that C selection is for the origin of the objects. It probably works better in like object mode or edit mode. Anyway, rambling here. So we're just gonna H all these, and we'll fix that origin issue as well. All right. Honestly, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way, but you know what? You gotta go somewhere. Okay, so I got this whole row. You know what I should have done? Okay, we're gonna reverse all of it. So all I did is Alt H, and that unhid everything so I can see it again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select just the ridges. Alright, so I'm gonna select the ridges. So select these. I'm doing this the long way. There's a better way to do this, but sometimes you just gotta feel the modeling. You gotta feel it. I'm just kidding. I'm just being silly here. So what are these even called? Hold on. So if I want to see what these are called, I select it, and I think I hit the period on the numpad, and then it'll focus in on what you have selected here. So if I select this one and I hit that numpad period, boom, it's right there, easy. So when you have a lot of stuff, and this is like a godsend here, like boom, I want to see where this is, boom, there it is. I keep getting sidetracked explaining this stuff. My bad, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna select these again. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna use the C, except I'm gonna hide the things I know I don't need. So I know I don't need any of this stuff. Don't need any of this. Don't need any of it. Got the crystal. I can't wait to start working on that crystal though. I know. It's the bread and butter of this whole scene. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Getting sidetracked. Warming up here. So we're going to be selecting these. And what we're doing is we're going to make it share the same data. So it's just not a bunch of objects. And that'll reduce our file size. And that's really what I want to do. I like to work optimized because as projects get bigger, and they will get bigger, and you usually can't predict how big they're going to get. Usually. You want to be able to for everything to be so optimized so you know you're not wasting time on like the render's taking longer because you didn't optimize it. Oh, this is making me mad. I'm trying to unselect this thing here. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot unselect that. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, so we're just gonna do this one first. We're gonna do Alt H? Nope, nope, nope. Is it Shift H? There it is. So it basically hit everything but what I had selected, and that was Shift H. And then I'm gonna hide this. Oops. Hide that. Hide that. And hide this. Okay. So here we go. We got all these, and their origins are all messed up. Like if I select all these, you can see that their origins are actually, they're these little dots here. So if I were to like rotate this by the origin, let's see, active element. See, the origin for this is over here, and when I hit rotate, it's rotating around its origin because I have it set up here to the active element, and it's wrong. That's not the correct thing. So if you want to fix all those origins, what I like to do is I select them all, and I think I do Shift H, and I do, man, I'm rusty now. Here we go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Control S. No, that's safe. Shifty. I'm just gonna go to Object, Set Origin. I thought there was a shortcut for that. And then set origin to center of mass, so the center of it. See, and that fixed all the origins, so now all the dots are in the center of the objects. So now when they rotate, you can rotate them around itself, and it's not rotating in some arbitrary thing. Great, so the origin's in the right place. Just wanted to show you that you can do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of these. So the one that's picked is yellow, or highlighted or selected out of the selection. And that's important because I want to, let's say, I want to copy this data onto all the rest of these, right? So I do Shift L, and what I'm doing is I'm linking the data from this selected one onto the rest of these. And when you link something, the data only exists once, and then it copies it to the rest of them, and that reduces your file size. So that's one of the things I'm doing. Thank you, Shift S. Marcellum LaCram, thank you for being here. I didn't even see you there. But yes, Shift S. For the origin, right? That's what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to copy that, and we'll copy it to the rest of them. And that's Control L. And we're going to link the object data. So it's going to make, see how this one, let's select them here. This one's called 52. And you can see that these are all called something different, a different number. But when we're done with this, it's going to make them all 52. So this should all be the data. Actually, we'll just call this bridge and knob. Bridge, bridge ridge. That's fun. All right, so this one's called bridge ridge. Now you see the object data there, and you can see these are all the same. We're gonna make them all bridge ridge and reduce the file size. Select them all, have the one selected, Control L, and then do object data. And then that obviously doesn't look like it did anything, but now when you, oh nope, didn't work the way that I wanted. Didn't work the way that I wanted. All right, let's see. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Thought it was object data. It's not materials. All right, maybe I might have to skip this, but it's definitely what I thought it was. Control L, and I want to do the object data. This is the object data. Let's just do everything. Materials, animation, collection, instance, modifier, fonts. Did that do anything? No. No. Because the long way is like selecting this one and then typing in bridge ridge, right? No. Doing this. Bridge ridge. And then now these two are sharing the same object data. Marcellum, do you have to hold Alt to apply to all selected? Huh. I don't know. Let's check. So Control L, and then Alt object data. No. Am I doing something wrong? Or did I do that correctly? Is that what you meant, Marcellum? I'm not sure, but I used to do this all the time. Like this used to work. All right, let's just do two. Let's just do two. I'm curious. So if I was to do like this, Control L object data, still be R. If I do this, Control L object data, that is malarkey. There has to be a way, right? Okay, we did some purging of 44 blocks of data. That reduces down to 660 megabytes. That's good. I like it. We'll save it. Let's keep going. Bridge ridge. Is there an add-on for this? Hold on. Remember there being an add-on. Copy attributes menu. I have an add-on here. Oh, no, that's not what I thought it was. Control C. Okay, so Control C. So right now I have an add-on that maybe I'll be able to do this. Modifier, object constraint, transform, color. There's just two objects here. Control C. Man, I think we're gonna move on because maybe this add-on's messing this up. Hold on. So this add-on is not. It doesn't. I think I downloaded it. Maybe I did. Maybe it comes with Blender. But I did it because I was copying like materials or something. So I'm gonna turn it off. So I don't have that menu anymore. I want to see if that was messing that up. So we'll select these two. We'll do Shift L. Oh, hold on. Marcellum. You can't hold Alt and Control L. Blender changes so fast. I just thought Alt because now you can change a property on all selected by holding Alt. That's good to know. Actually, I didn't know that. Is that something that came with like 2.9 or 9.1? Yeah, Blender does change so fast. I have an idea though. I think this is sharing the data. It just doesn't change the name. And I realized that by holding Shift L. So I can select right here, Shift L, and I can select, basically I click this object, and if I wanted to select every object with the same material, I'll do Shift L and hit material, or do Shift L and object data. Like if I wanted like to select every object with the same particle system, library. So when I do object data, it selects all of these. So it's saying that these all have the same object data. And I'm gonna make a test here with a sphere. Okay, so I have a UV sphere, and let's do that test, the thing that I was doing to the rest of the ridges. So I select both of these, and I do Control L, right? And I do object data, and yes, it does change it, the data. So it's transferring this data onto this ridge, and you can do it in reverse by making this one yellow. Doing Control L and do object data, and then it copied the same data onto that sphere. So I think I did do it. I did it because Shift L, select all, the same with the object data. It's all of these. Great. So we're just gonna keep moving because that was a little bit of a headache. So I made everything visible again. And we'll do a test with these ridges here. So if I select this ridge and I hit Shift L and I hit object, it doesn't select all those, right? But if I hold on, where are my ridges? They're gone now. Hold on, you guys, what is happening? Alright, so just for good measure, I'm just gonna do this right quick again. So I'm gonna open up my project. It won't save. Open up the draft. Here we go. Back to square one. But this time we're gonna go faster. I'll explain it fast. It may be annoying. Alright, so we're gonna select the box, make that invisible, and we're gonna select these pillars. They're just in my way, and all I'm doing is I don't have my screencast keys on. Okay. Alright. So all I'm doing is hitting H, selecting these, H, 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 beautiful, beautiful. I'm selecting these tubes, pressing H, and all that's doing is hiding it in the outliner, just clicking on that. It's the same thing as hitting the little eyeball on the outliner right here on this side. So we're just hitting H, make everything invisible. So we can do our optimization. So since we're lowering the size, you can see at the bottom here, 765 megabytes, too big for my taste. I think this scene can be a lot simpler, and I think there's just some bad optimization on our objects here. I made this with a kit bash kit, and I use VR. I use Microsoft Maquette, and that's how I placed all these objects. And then I exported it from there, and I put it into Blender, and then I had to recolor it and redo everything, so it didn't just come this way, and shade it and all that stuff. So there we go. So we're gonna optimize by copying the same data here. We'll keep that guy there because he's fun. So these are all the same objects. We're just gonna select the middle here, and you can see the origins are on the outside here. That's incorrect, but we'll fix that very soon. We're gonna select all these. Boom, 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 boom. Since they're all the same object, we're gonna do what we were doing earlier. We'll do Control L, right? And then we're gonna copy the object data. So boom, what that did was it made this yellow one. It got that mesh, and it's saying that all these are duplicates. So it actually takes up less space. So we're at 140 megabytes now. I don't know if having things hidden actually makes a difference in that or not. But yeah, we could test out, we can prove that this is all the same using the same mesh data and saving data by pressing Shift L and doing, and what Shift L does is that we're trying to make a selection based on the properties of what's selected. So the one that I have selected, I'm like, select everyone that has the same mesh data. And boom, it selects all of those. And that means that's all using the same data. Great, so that's one step. And I don't know if the file size gets smaller after I hit purge, clean up, and then purge all, because what this does is that it will clear anything that's not like being used. So right now we made all this mesh data unused because it's all using this one data here. We won't hit purge all yet. I like to do it at the end. So those are all selected, but the origins are messed up, right? So if we were to select one of these, you see that this little dot here is the origin. You hit R, and you're rotating around the wrong spot. You want it to rotate, you know, in its center of mass. So I will select all of them now, and then I would do right click, set origin, and do it to origin to center of mass. So it's going to get all the objects, figure out where the center of all its vertices are, and then put the origin there. And you'll see that all those dots, they move away. They move down to the area. So here we go. Boom. And that messed that up. But it did what I needed it to do. Let's figure out if I could do it without messing up its origins. Okay. Or messing up its location. And I think I know what the solution is. Great. Alright, so let's select them all again. There we go. And let's do that again. Right click and see what it does. Origin to center of mass volume. Moves it all there. Okay. So I think what I have to do is I have to apply its location. So let's try that. That's Shift A. Nope. Control A, and we're applying its location. So right now you see that the object's location's like at 50 meters, 2 meters, 30 meters, blah, 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 blah. That should all go to 0 now. So let's do all transforms. That didn't do. Cannot apply multi-user. Wow, running into all sorts of issues, guys. You get to see what it's like being a 3D person as you get issue after issue. I think what this is saying right now is that since all these objects are using the object data from the other, from the original mesh, that it can't do it. So let's choose the originator, which is this one. Zoom up on it. And can we just, where's its origin? There it is. So its origin's over here. So could we just do it on one? Then that shifts all my guys. Alright, so this is at the point where do you decide to dig deeper into a technical issue, or do you just fix it by hand? And I'm gonna just fix it by hand, I think. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like this. It shifts it, and let's see if we could just shift everything so it works. But as you see, all the origins are in the center now. Okay, so let's see if we can fix this. We'll open up another window so we can see it from a different angle, maybe the top. And we will take off all this extra stuff there. There you go. Okay, cool. So I think what I'll need to do is I press G, and when I press G, I want to make it so it only goes on the X and Y axis and not up and down. So I'm gonna hit Shift Z, which is like excluding that one. So now it's flat, and oh, I forgot to select this one. Okay, we'll just do grab or G X, bring it in close. Oh, and we will eyeball this to a T here. Grab Y. Or I can just, let's see. What if I did X0? Nope. Oh man. There has to be an easy way to line these up. Anyway, fix it by hand. That's what you gotta do sometimes. Just gotta fix it by hand. We're just gotta eyeball it, get it close. Here we go. X, Y. Marcellum, I've been trying to get animations in and out of Unreal, different technologies, complications. Yeah, actually, I did a project needing to get animations out of Unreal or out of Blender into Unreal and vice versa, and it was a big headache. Like a lot of like, especially with rigs, my rigs broke all the time, and it was terrible. Did not have fun. All right, just moving it by hand, guys. Here we go. All right, that's been eyeballed. Fine. Great. We'll keep going. You know what? Let's do a purge all now. We're at 739 megabytes. We'll do a purge all. It's going to do 2 images, 1 materials, and 20 meshes. I'm going to assume that's the panels that I just did. And we're at 719. 23 data blocks. You can see it right here. 23 data blocks erased. And I'm trimming it down. Optimizing. These guys probably should be a little further back, just so they match up with these rails here. Grab that. Okay, great. So all those are using the same mesh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select one, hit Shift L, select all the mesh, and then hide it. All right, great. So let's hide these two, these big blocks. Hide, hide. Great, great. So now what I want is for all these rails to be the same as well. We're probably, let's see if we're gonna get through the same issue. Boom, we're gonna select all these. Can I just do C? Hold on. Okay, so I can. This is gonna be a weird trick. See, boom, selected them all because the origins all here, and I'm assuming this is the same. Oh man, how lucky is that? See, Oh, there they are. All those guys right here. All right. So let's see what happens if I make all of the mesh data, copy this one that's selected here. I wonder if I should do origins first. Let's do that. Right click, set origins to volumes. Boom. They're all in the same volume. They're all in itself. Now we do Control L, mesh data. When I select it, Shift L, object data, it selects them all. So I think you have to set the origin first, and then you can copy the data over. All right, so now all these are using the same data, which is the same mesh here. So my file size should get smaller, and it should say that I'm purging a certain amount of meshes. Let's do it again. File, cleanup, purge all. 97 meshes. Those are all the rails that we're not using anymore. Purged. We're at 549 megabytes. Look at that. Just by getting those duplicate meshes and cutting them down, we were already 200 megabytes lower than what it needed to be. Well, not needed to be. I just need this to be at the smallest possible. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, so now that all those are there, right? We'll hide those. So we'll select that. We'll do Shift L to select every single one with the same mesh data. They're all selected. Hit H. Hid. And maybe I can give you a better view. This over here or something. I don't know. Okay. So now they're all hid. Now we're going to do... What is this? Hold on. Oh, it's a screen. Okay. Anyway. So now these are all copies of mesh as well. So let's select these. And it looks like all their origins are up here somewhere. So let's do that. If you scroll, you can make your selection bigger. There it is. There's all those things. I mean, not those things. The side coverings, hallway side coverings. So C to do a selection. I scroll to make the selection bigger, and the origins are in a weird spot. They're up here. It's not normal. Well, you know, it happens. But there. So now they're all selected. Now we're gonna do right click, set origin to volume. Now all the origins are in the right place. The only thing that's messing me up right now is what these origins are. What are these origins? They're not anything. What are these? Oh, wait. So what are these? Let's see. They're just invisible stuff. Okay, we could definitely just delete that. So let's select those. Oh no. Hold on. Let me side angle. See. Alright, so apparently all this stuff is invisible? What is this? Hold on, am I erasing stuff that I shouldn't be? Yeah, this is why usually when you work on these things, you want to stay as like efficient and proper as you're making it, so you don't have to go through all this. Anyway, we'll keep going. Let's go back to when we had them all selected. There they are. Great. All right, so now they're all selected. Good stuff. We'll select that one. We'll do Control L. We're gonna copy that object data to the rest of them. They've all been copied. Great. So if I do a Shift L on that one, it should like all those objects. Great. Oh, so by proper way, right? There's no proper way to do anything. You can do it however you like. There's just this cleanup that I'm doing is because when I was making it, it's kind of like not naming your layers. Like right now, I'll probably have to go through and name all my layers. So you should always name your layers. You should be as organized as possible because as your project gets more complicated, then it has to be more organized. So when I meant proper way, I meant like the example for like, let's say this object here, right? So this object exists here. And if you see this dot over here, um, in the distance, that's where its origin it's at. So this object thinks that its center is all the way over there, right? So if I wanted to rotate this around on itself, like just rotate it. If I hit R, right, which is for rotate, it rotates from that origin point, right, from the distance. But that's not what I want it to do, right? And there's ways around this, right? You can easily just press the period button and you can change from where you want to rotate from. So like from the 3D cursor, which is over here on the distance. So when I hit R now, you rotate around that 3D cursor, and it's all weird. So the proper way would be to have this origin in the correct place, which would be clicking on it, you right click it, and you click the origin, and you do it to the center of mass. So that's in the center of the object itself. So now you see this dot, right, is right in the center. So now when I go to and rotate it from, it rotates around itself. And you want this to be all set up properly. So in the future, if you have to like rotate the whole world or like change the sizes of things, the origin not being in the right place can mess you up in the future. So you're basically setting yourself up for anything that might mess you up in the future. You're taking care of it now, so you don't have to sit on this stream with me and watch me fix my problems later. I hope that explained your question, Dr. Tara. Tara. Okay. So we got our selection. So let's select. Now when I hit the selection, I can select these. Shift L, select data. Okay. So great. So I have all these copied, right? So basically, once again, I'll explain it. All the ones that are selected are using the data itself. There's only one of it, and it just copies to the rest. Instead of having an object data for all the objects, which will make your file size bigger. Great. No problem. Doctor. Okay. So I already put the object data. I already optimized this. Now let's watch the size, right? Memory, 468 megabytes. Let's make that smaller, right? So I already copied the object data. So it's all using one object data from what I've selected. Clean up, purge all 55 meshes. And those 55 meshes are just all the extra data that it was using to make those objects. Purged. And it's at 461. Didn't look like it did much, but we're optimizing here. It's fine. All right, so the last thing that repeats that only needs one mesh data is these ridges here. So I'm gonna select these, do Shift L, select the object data H. Okay, so now all we got left is these ridges. So I'm just going to select them all. Looks like their origins are next to them. I don't know. See, I don't like using that big selection because like I feel like I'm selecting things that are not visible right now. Like what are these extra bits? Okay, I think I know what those extra bits are. Never mind. I think I'll explain it now. Let's see if I'm right. Okay. All right, so here's another confusing thing, right? So here's another optimization thing, another thing that'll trip you up as well. So every single one of these objects is in a null, right? So if you look at this object here, you see that the icons identify what it is. These little Y, X shapes, it's a null or like an empty, is actually what they're called in Blender. Nulls are a different software. This is an empty. So right now, this object, which is the mesh data, which is this triangle, is parented to this null, right? So this null right now is here. It's this little dot, and you would think that what that little dot is for this object, but no, because I don't have that selected. Now when I select the object, which is this one, see it's highlighted, but see its origin is over there in the distance, and that's that messed up origin thing I was talking about. So I was getting real confused right now because all these objects are all in their individual empties. So that's another issue, right? So I'm gonna fix that. But first I'm gonna hide these guys. We'll hide a little man here. And we will hide this screen. And this stuff here. Okay. Alright, so we got our ridges. We'll select them all. I don't know what these extra bits are. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unparent everything so I can get rid of all these nulls. Or empties. They're called empties. So I can get rid of all these empties. So to unparent something, I have them all selected. You hit Alt P and you're clearing the parent. I'm going to clear the parent and keep transformations, which means that if something's like, if the object's originally somewhere else, it's not going to go there. It's going to stay where it's at right now as it's been parented. But we're going to clear the parent. Okay, and now you see that all these nulls are no longer parents to those little ridges. So we're going to erase all these nulls because they're nothing. Get rid of that. There. Great. Alright. Alright, let's try doing it again. It didn't look like all of them worked. So we'll do Alt P. Huh. Oh, I see. So these are invisible. I see what's happening. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna select all these, and we're going to make sure that its origin's in the center. So you do that by right-clicking, set origin to volume. Those are all have the origins now in the center of their mass. And now we're going to make sure that all this data is only using one mesh data instead of having multiple copies of all of them, because they're all the same object. So we'll select them all. We'll hit Control L and then hit Object Data. Nothing happens, but now if we do Shift L, we'll see that all those are using the same data. And to further prove that something changed, if you go to File, Cleanup, Purge All, you'll see that 98 meshes are no longer used. That's the purging we did with all those objects. We're at 333 megabytes now. We'll do a purge, and we're at 238. So this file size started out at almost a gig, and now we're at like 238 megabytes just by making sure that when you have duplicates of something, it's just using the same mesh data and not just duplicates of that mesh data. So let's unhide everything. Let's go back to the prettiness. So that helped out a lot, and that makes this run smoother and run better. Okay. Another thing we can optimize, and it's not a big deal. Now it's chump change. Now everything else is pretty small. So we're gonna copy. These are all the same. So we'll just make sure that they're all using the same mesh data. Select those. Control L. Object data. If we go to purge, it should say 3, right? Clean up, purge all. 3 meshes, boom. Purge, we're a little smaller. Same thing with these guys, they're all the same. Control L, link the object data, and then purge again. 3 more, boom. Cleaning it up. You can see that the origins are messed up. See the origins over here in the distance. This one is all the way down here. So we'll select all these, right click, set origin to volume. Oh, that messed something up. Let's figure out what that issue is. So let's do one by one. We'll do this one. Set origin to volume. Another issue. Let's think about this. Why would it move? Let's see. Let's find this object here. Okay. The issue is that what we figured out before. This is parented to an empty. And it's using the empty to figure out where its origin's at. So let's select these and unparent them from their empties. You'll see it here that they're all inside these empties. We hit Alt P and we keep the transformation so they stay where they are. Nothing changed. Yes, nothing changed. Now there are these objects. Now if we right click, set origin to volume, now they one messed up. So all of them worked except this one. I didn't have it selected. So let's unparent this guy. All right. Now if we right click, set origin to volume, boom, the little dots are where they're supposed to be. Beautiful. We can rotate them around there. This is nice. This is real nice. Then we can look at these empties, and you can see that an empty doesn't have anything parented to it because it doesn't have the icon to the right of it, right? So if you see this little icon here, this empty, right, has this mesh data parented to it. These don't have anything, so that's basically nothing. These can go away. Delete. This one can go away. Delete. This one. See all this wasted space, and you want to do this. Oops. No, yeah, that was good. And you also want to do this if you're working with other people. Like, they can't. You want to make it as easy as possible for them to read this. You know, since I'm collaborating with somebody, this has to be clean. It has to be real clean. So it's very important to optimize stuff. And it is really boring, you know, when you do it and you're like making an artwork or something. You just want to go in there, get messy. And I say by all means do that. I don't think you shouldn't do that. But maybe every time you go wild, try to remember not all of it. One thing that you should be doing, like naming your layers or optimizing the origin. Think of one thing every session to focus on, to remember to do, and then the rest you could just not do. And then slowly but surely you'll start building up all the habits for all the things that you need to do while you make stuff. And honestly, the more efficient you get, the faster you get at making the artwork. Look at this. This is such a process. Like, you won't have to sit here and do what I'm doing right now. Just clicking, 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 erasing. It's like so much wasted space. It's obnoxious. Super obnoxious. Oh man. Anyway, anybody in the chat, please ask a question if you have a question. A lot of clicking right now. Not much doing anything. Ask me a question. Tell me what you're eating. Share with me your knowledge, because I don't know everything either. Dang, so many. There's just so many. So much wasted space. Okay. I think I cleared out most of those nulls. Dr. Tara, so I use a kit bash set, and I set the pieces all up in Microsoft Maquette, and then I imported it as an OBJ. But you could do this in Blender if you wanted to. I just like using VR. I think VR is a lot of fun. So you could definitely do it all in Blender. You just bring it in, do some arrays. This is all doable in Blender by itself if you needed to. Okay, great. Look at that. After clearing some more, my memory is at 105 megabytes, guys. 105. We started at 800. Yeah, you know what? It probably is something to do with the OBJ itself and maybe how it exports from SketchUp or from where I export it from like Maquette. Yeah, it's probably that issue. And I wonder as you're importing it if there's options that I'm just not clicking on that makes it that would make it so it doesn't make all those nulls because they are obnoxious. Like I wonder if that's taking up space, was taking up memory. Like I'm at 105 megabytes now. Okay, so I think, see, this feels smoother too, you know? Like, it just feels cleaner, smoother. Um, and it feels good to have a file size so small. Okay, so now that this is all optimized, to a degree, maybe I'll start messing with some shaders and figuring out a look. This is supposed to be a liquid down here. Right now I'm using two planes, like a blue one and a pink one. Let me make this box invisible. Let me name some layers real quick. Alright, so click on the box, click on period. We'll call this room or lab base. We will move this into a collection called lab main. Okay, we got that. We'll get these pillars. So we will make this invisible. And then we will make this into a collection called pillars. So hit M for move, new collection, pillars. Boom. See, this is what I mean about getting organized. You just gotta, oh my god, there's so much here. Alright, we got main. We're gonna put the pillars in here. Great. Now, we'll move this one to call it to light pool. Great. Put that lab main. And see, this is all it takes. Just do some collections, put them together. Sometimes you can't name each an individual one. So you just go, because now you can turn these off. I'm like, light pools off. Beautiful. So this is it without the light pools. Look pretty plain. Pools do a lot. So light pool on, off, on. So take those off, take the pillars off. Now I got this, right? We'll put this in its own collection called like box or something. Box goes in here. Boom, box off. Okay, great. I don't like these doors. I'm gonna just erase these. Actually, I just don't like their frames. They look like the Oculus logo. Okay, delete. We got the frames. All right, just erase. Beautiful. Doors. Great. All right, so then the next thing I'm gonna group together will be these lights back here. We'll call this into a new collection, light wall. Beautiful. Turn these off. All right, and then I don't know what these are called, but we will go into wireframe so I can see it, that I'm selecting all of it. There we go. Nope. selecting it all, grabbing it. Oh, accidentally selected this. So I grab it to see if I'm selecting it all. Oh, forgot these guys. Great. So we're gonna call these pipes. Light. No, yeah, we'll just call them pipes. Boom. We got pipes. Take out those pipes. Get out of wireframe. Okay. Wireframe. We will select all the bridge stuff, so these objects. And these objects. Oops. Can I hit shift? Okay, so we'll do this. Then we'll do M, new collection. We'll call this bridge. We'll call this floor. So those are all there. Bridge floor. And then we'll select these ridges. Bridge ridges. Ridge. Okay. So shift L, object data. We'll move it into a ridge. Amazing. We're doing great here. Give myself a congratulations. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we got ridges, and we'll call these bridge rails, right? Bridge rails. Got it. Bridge rails. Turn those puppies off. You see how easy this is? Look how fast this project file is being organized. So we got bridge ridge, bridge floor, bridge rails. And we will select these guys. Bridge covers, I guess. Bridge covers. Amazing. So we'll turn those puppies off. And then we just got the bridge base, I guess, right? These long cubes. Bridge base. Right. And then we can shove all this into a new collection called bridge, but like in caps. So we'll get all the bridge stuff, move it into fudge. Oh my god. Okay, and then move it all into bridge. Now you can turn on all these on individually, right? Boom, boom, boom. And you can turn the bridge off individually. Great. See how easy this is getting? Okay, so we'll turn off all the bridge. Now another thing we're gonna do is, and look, my file size is getting even smaller. 85 megabytes. It's the optimization I love. Alright, so we're going to delete some extra stuff here. Delete that, delete that, delete that. Okay, we're gonna get this crystal. It's made out of different kit bash pieces. We'll grab it. That's the whole thing. We'll set its origin to mass. That's beautiful. And then we'll move this into a folder called like what? Crystal? I guess crystal. Crystal's fine. We'll put this crystal in here. Boom. Turn off the crystal. We will call this collection utility, because that's all like our lights or cameras and stuff. And I'll even put these mesh lights in there. So we'll hit M and move it to utility. So those are my doors. Great, just for now. And then now we're gonna figure out what this guy is. What is this guy? Oh, I see. I see what's happening here. So once again, we were having that issue of parenting. So I'm unparenting it from its null. Okay, we're good here. Now look at all these null, the empties, nulls, folders, whatever. Look at all these, so many. So we're gonna select all of these useless stuff to further clean up. Oh man, all the way up to here. What is this? Delete. What's this guy? Oh, that's our dude. We will unparent him from his null. And we'll go down again. Look at all these nulls. Boom. Delete. This is a blah blah blah, and then we'll make him into its own little folder as a character. All right. Now we turn everything on. And I messed up. It messed up. All right. Where could we have gone wrong? Let's see. Okay. So I messed up something along the way. So let's figure that out. So we'll hide this. We got our bridge. Bridge doesn't matter. We will hide everything else. I think I know what it is, guys. Think we can get there. Crystal. Okay. So right now what's happening is I have this piece, right, is technically living in this folder, in this collection, right? It's living in the bridge collection here, right? But it technically is parented to a null currently, right? But that null is not parented to the collection. So it shows me it's in the collection, but then when I go to the null, right? Here's the null. Or null. I keep saying null. The empty. Here's the empty that it's parented to. And you see, this is the object there, except it's grayed out. And that's because it's being used in this collection, right? So if I go here and I unparent this, it's okay. Nothing has changed. Okay, so let's do this again. So let's unparent it. Where it's another empty issue, and this is the issues I'm talking about when I say like do it the right time, the right way, or things like that. Hold on 1 second. All right, sorry guys. Okay, where was I? The issues are empties, and we're getting rid of them now by unparenting. So let's do that. Shift L, select all, Alt P, keep transformations. Okay. And you see that they're all unparented now. So let's do it again. Let's do this slowly because I don't know what I messed up last time. Delete those. Got it. Select my rails. Oops. Select my rails. Object data. Alt P. Keep transformations. Here's the next batch of empties. Delete. Okay. Shift L. Selection. Alt P. Keep transformation. Well, before I keep going, let me turn everything on. Everything should work, right? Okay, I see the issue. So I messed up the crystal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import that crystal from the other project file. We're just gonna delete this crystal, import it, and fix it. So did I mess up the pipes too? No. Okay, so we'll just get rid of the pipes and the crystal, and we'll fix that now. Let's get rid of all these nulls like I was doing. Delete, delete, delete. Almost done, guys. I know optimization is like the most riveting of topics, isn't it? But it's super important. Like, look, I'm spending, how long have I been streaming? Like an hour or something? This is an hour that you don't have to spend later if you just do a little tidying as you go when you're making your projects, especially for a big project. It's not sexy stuff, I know, but it's super necessary to have a clean home. Okay. Okay. Okay, what are these objects? Oh, it's these. It's these guys. Alt P, clear parents. There we go. Alt P, keep parents. Delete. Alt P, clear parent. Utility. So this project, I'm working with another Blender grease pencil user, Blender head, Spitfire storyboards, if you look him up on YouTube. So I'm working with him to make a 2D animation of like a sci-fi short that's about like 2 minutes long. And I'm making, the part that I'm doing is that I'm making the environment so they work with grease pencil, and it looks good with grease pencil. So right now, that's what that project's for, an animation that I'm working with a YouTuber. And right now I'm doing a boring part, and I haven't streamed in a while, but I'm doing a boring part, optimizing my first draft of the lab environment, optimizing it, and then I'm going to start working on the shaders and start making it look more fun, so it looks like a grease pencil can like live in that space and stuff. So, but yeah, check him out. Spitfire boards. What is it? Let me see. Let me see if I can find them. Let's see, where'd the chat go? So yeah, I'm working with, I put the link to his YouTube in the chat, and I'm working with him. He's here. Spitfire storyboards is here. Yes, it is live. I was just getting asked what this project was for, and I was explaining to them that I am working with you. You know, so everybody in the chat say hi. I'm kidding. Oh man, I mean, good to see you, Spitfire. It's good to see you here. I'm working on the lab scene, or the lab room, and just been doing a lot of boring stuff. I've just been optimizing it because, yeah, I've been optimizing it because this file size was 700 megabytes. It was 800 megabytes, but look, I got it down to 90. I messed some stuff along the way, but it's fine. We're at 90 megabytes. I'm all about optimization, and right now I'm just doing some cleanup and stuff. Oh, oh my. We can damn, I messed up. When are you available to do that? You available now? I'm almost done. I'm almost done optimizing the stream or optimizing the project file. I'll have it done like in 30 minutes or so. Let me know. I am totally sorry about that. Okay. Okay. All right, next week it is. I'll probably have some more substantial stuff to show you by then too, because I just been doing a lot of house cleaning with the project file and all the stuff. Exactly, more time to think about stuff, and yeah, like I said, I'll have something. I'll at least have some more stuff to show you next week. Okay, where were we? Got the user. We messed up the pipes and we messed up the crystal. So we're gonna import that stuff right now. So we're gonna save this one. Oh yeah, I had a busy weekend too. You got a lot of work on your plate, or is it just life stuff? For me, it's been work. I've been like working like 2, 3 jobs and stuff. So been overextending myself, but I think I'm good now. Anyway, so let's fix these crystals. So let's open up the other project file. This one. Let's unhide everything. Oh, look how messy that is. Look how big this file is. 617 megabytes. The other one that we have optimized, 90 megabytes. It's so important, guys. I can feel it even being slower, too. Alright, so I'm just gonna take these pipes. So I can transfer them over. Since I messed that up. Yeah, so basically I went to the old project file. And I'm basically going to, I keep saying the word basically like it's, what am I doing? So what I'm going to do is make a separate save file just for these guys. And I'm transfer them over. And you'll see that now once I hide all this malarkey. There we go. Got our pipes looking good. Thanks, man. Thanks. It's gonna look even better. You'll see. You'll see. I have a lot of ideas coming. A lot of ideas. I have ideas. All right. So we're gonna select all these puppies. I'm going to unparent them, and then set the origin correctly. There we go. Whoa! That looks like a gun. Okay. Spitfire, do you think we could get a few Otomo type connecting flowing pipes connecting the pillars to the central? Hold on, I'm gonna look up what Otomo is and then I will tell you, but most likely yes. Or send me a link to what Otomo means. Or if I'm even saying that. Oh, the Japanese, yes, from like Akira, right? Is that what you're saying? I should know his name. I'm terrible. Okay. Oh, I lost the chat. Hold on. Yes. 100%. Yes. Hopefully I can get started on that by the end of this. But most definitely. There. Tragvia, I'm back washing dishes. What are you doing? I'm working on optimizing a project file because I'm collaborating with Spitfire, and I think the project's gonna get bigger and bigger. So I was changing this 700 megabyte file to a smaller file. Right now it's at 90 megabytes. So then I can finally start getting in there and making this environment. All right, so let's see where this is at. There we go. We'll make a collection of pipes and crystal. Okay, pipes and crystal. All right, cool. So if I look at the top here, oh man, what is all this? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, good. So I have all the pipes and crystals in a collection on this file, right? So I'm just gonna go to my other file, import that collection. Putting it in collection makes it really easy to import because it's easy to find. So if I go back to my drafts, I will erase my crystal. Ooh, I will erase my crystal and my pipes because I messed them up really bad. Delete hierarchy. And we'll do the crystal and we'll delete hierarchy. Great. Oh, links won't fit in. That's weird. That sucks. I wonder how strict their link rules are here in YouTube. Okay, so then we're gonna import it. We'll do file, and I'm going to not link it. I want it in the file, so I'm gonna append it, and append it from the optimize, right? And then it'll show you what's in it. And you go to collections, and I'll do pipes and crystals. See how easy that was? Boom, they're here. They're back. I don't have them messed up, and they're actually correct now, in how they're supposed to look. So great. So I have my pipes and crystal there, and I got my room here. This file is now 114. Going good. Okay, I think this is the most optimized. I'm probably gonna get it. I don't think I could do much more to optimize this. Well, actually, we can make these connect. These little guys. Actually, all of them. So these four. Well, maybe we could do a little bit of optimization here. Let's see. All right, so let's link it and see if I don't mess anything up. All right, nothing messed up. Now we'll do a purge. 18 meshes. 109 megabytes, baby. Oh, the scale looks great. Yes. Thank you. All right. So now, let's see if I could do something fun, like you were saying. Get some fun pipes in here. So now that we have everything organized, we'll put this here. I could just turn the lights off the wall. Like that. Easy as pie. And if we do the pool, okay. So I'm gonna try to do a trick here. I'm gonna use this IV generator, and usually it's really sketchy for me to use all the time, right? super sketchy. Like it crashes my blender all the time. But we're gonna try it, and we're gonna try that to use it to make like organic looking pipes. And I'm just curious if it'll look cool. It's an experiment. I don't know where we're going. So we're gonna edit preferences, add-ons, and I think it's Ivy Gen. There it is. Good old Ivy Gen. So we'll do Ivy Gen there. Select it, and I think the Ivy Gen now appears on the tools. Do I have to type it in? Hold on. Create Ivy generator. There it is. So I think the way this works is that it grows from wherever the cursor is, the 3D cursor. So I'm going to hold control. Was it shift? There it is. So I hold shift and my keys aren't on. There we go. So I'm going to hold shift and right click, and I can move the 3D cursor to, it sticks onto whatever is under the mouse. So I'm going to make this grow out, I think, from the back of this, right? Let's see. Like right there. And then we'll go to the Ivy generator under create. And we'll save, because it's probably gonna, I'm probably gonna crash it. And we'll do add new Ivy. Oh, look at that. It's super tiny. Hold on. I need to see it. That is super tiny. So I don't want leaves. And where is this anyway? Okay, great. So we're gonna erase this one. Let's see if we can do the length much longer. Could we do like 100? Is that gonna break it? I'm gonna break it. All right. I'm gonna break this. Okay, here it is. We'll hit grow again. Add new. It freezing. So we'll know that between 1 and 100 is probably my safe zone. We're getting a nice little loading screen here, or loading thing on the mouse. This may not have been a good idea. There's probably a better add-on. I think there is an add-on. I think it's called pipes and rails or something. We'll look at that. We'll wait a little longer here to see if this works out. I have a dream, and I'm hoping it works. But while we wait and hope, it says not responding at the top. You know what? I'm gonna give it a little faith. I'm gonna get just a little faith. This is gonna go through. Oh man. Oh man, there's so many tutorials I need to catch up on, man. There's like, I was watching some more of that, like the shaders for like, what's his name? He makes the shaders for like Studio Ghibli, or he doesn't make it for them. He makes shaders that are like, but it showed Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind. Let's see, Blender. Let's see if I can link it. Tutorial, shader. Oh, there it is.
Mood F1. We can even go grab by Arukas to have a our puffs.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, so like, if you guys check this out. That link I just sent is pretty cool. It's that same guy making those shaders. Spitfire. I used to have fun making pipes and vines using Bezier and Tubify. There's also that extra add-on for hanging wires. Definitely. No, yeah, definitely. I just wanted to use, I want to use Ivy Gen, but obviously it's not gonna do it. So I'll use that. I always like to make things a bit more complicated than I need it to be. All right, Blender. Yeah, his stuff is so awesome. It's like ridiculous. All right. What I'm trying to look for, because yeah, I can make it with Beziers and stuff. I'm always just looking for the way to do it quickly and like mass produce it. So if we needed to make another scene with a lot of pipes, I don't have to like hand place pipes. Those front claws need to be in 2D though. I can agree with that. Alright, let's take out these crystals. Bring back our pool for some ambiance. Alright, so let's do a couple of ways to make those tubes that I know off the top of my head, and then we'll see if we can learn a new one. So some hanging wires, if I remember correctly, we could do... There was a Bezier one curves. There we go. Yeah, catenary. Let's see if I do this. Shift. Catenary. What the hell? Look at that wire. What is happening here? Look at that. That wire looks so huge. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. So I have this wire going. It's a Bezier. Got some resolution here. Looks like it's hanging from the top there. And I did that by selecting two objects, and what that curves thing does is that it makes a droopy wire from between the two connected objects. Probably don't need that many steps. Probably like 5 is fine. Make the wires inconsistent. Oh shit. Let's do it again. So basically I select two objects that you want something to droop by, right? And oopsies. I messed up my chat so I can't see it. Okay. I have to go now. Message you in the week and Skype next weekend. Good luck with the scene. I'm excited. It's exciting me a lot. Thank you, Spitfire, for hanging out. I'm excited to finally get an animation under my belt to show the world. So I look forward to your messages, man. Have a good night, or yes, it should be night there. Have a good night. Oh, okay. What was I doing? Pipes. So yeah, to connect two pipes, basically I have this add-on, right? That I go to edit, go to preferences, and if you type in extra under the add-ons, right? EXTRA, you do extra mesh and extra curves. So curves has a lot of fun stuff that you can use. And yeah, a lot of fun stuff. So the one that I was using is if you select two objects and then you hit Shift A, and you can't see my screencast. There we go. So select two objects, select Shift A, and go to curves, go to knots, and this comes with that extras add-on, and go to catenary. That'll hang, it says it right there, hang a curve between two selected objects. Oh yes, animatic. Yeah, I'm getting overly excited. We're gonna make a hybrid 2D 3D animatic to show how much we can push the animatic game. That's what we're doing. Not full animation. But yeah, see you, Spitfire. Okay, where was I? So get the curves, the knot, do a catenary, and that connects a wire between them. Right now it looks really weird because I have this extrude too high. Thank you.
Amazing.
Just got donuts delivered by my wife. She walked up snow. Oh, it's a bagel. She walked up snow. She had to go on horseback. She had a. She's missing a shoe. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so we got the radius. We got a cable. That looks pretty cool. So what if we like color this with the material that it's supposed to, that like the wire, right? Wait, where's our wire material? What's this material? Okay, we're gonna start naming these materials because this is not good. So this is called, we're gonna call this pipe blue. Nice. Pipe blue. And then we'll call this, or we'll get this one, pipe blue. That is not showing up like I wanted to. I guess that's a pretty cool color. Oh man, we're gonna make it so much brighter. We just take out backface culling. Alright, so let's see what this pink is right here. What material this pink tube is. Is it also the pipe blue? How is it pink? Oh, it's in the inside. There's 2 cylinders here. Or there's not. Damn, how did I do this? Is that really pipe blue? It is. Is it just not big enough for the pink? I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, I'll figure out something to do with pipes. Let me just fiddle with some materials here. Let's see if we can make it look cool. We'll do some of these camera shots. Maybe this one. Alright, so we're gonna save this. I'm gonna save as the second one. So let's optimize. And we're gonna start messing with some shaders. So let's do that. Let me split this up here. There we go. Changes into our shaders. And we'll keep this one. There you go. Oh, what happened here? Hold on. Video memory, system memory. And I'm so happy I got this to 100 megabytes. It's like amazing. 1/7 the size. Alright, let's start messing with some shaders and having some fun here. Let's do this metal shader. See what we can do. See if there's any fun to be had. Alright. This may get a little boring, guys. It's getting the color from its vertex colors. That's good. What if we did something like this where we shader to RBG it, and then we convert do like a constant. Just for shits and giggles, we would do this 1080 by 1080. Anyway, that's looking interesting. It has like this like weird cartoony effect. We'll do B-spline instead. What if we just connect directly like this? Nope. I definitely want the shader part. Bring this darker. This white is too white. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make every material this material that I just made. It's called base, and we're gonna start off with everything with this material, and then we'll start messing around. So we'll select everything. If I remember, Control M, materials. So now everything is this material, which is kind of cool looking, honestly. It's kind of cool. How about this? How about instead of everything, we do it to not the pipes, and not the light pool, and not the light wall, but everything else. You see, now that we have everything organized, wasn't that easy? Now we could do Control L, materials, and then make everything that material, and then when we bring these puppies back, they are unchanged. Okay, great. Looking fantastic. We can no longer see what's happening over there, but that's good, because we can start having some fun here. Maybe if we add another color. Obviously this pink is not good. We will do something along this blue. Probably looked better before. So let's start again. There we go. Wonder if we can do some color. Let's do some mix RGBs. Let's mix it with some textures. Disgusting. We would do a multiply. Dr. Tara, those are looking intimidating. Ha. When you say those, you mean the shaders? Are the shaders looking intimidating? Oh, also, I could probably do another purge since they're all using that material. We could do another purge. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, okay. Well, then what I'm gonna do is I won't make it too complicated. Uh, Doctor Taro, what is it the stuff that you'd like to make? What are some of your favorite blender things? If you don't mind telling me, as I'm sitting here shifting all these materials to the base. I'm doing this so I can erase all the other extra materials and make this file size even smaller. Alright, all I'm doing is just going through my materials, seeing which ones are being used, because I don't. So we'll call this one crystal. That's being used. This is a pipe. Base. Nice, yeah. Blender is definitely awesome. I love Blender, and I love that. Yeah, you can do all those different things. I am 3D. I'm usually a 3D modeler, and I'm now learning how to do 2D stuff and work with like grease pencil. Even though I haven't done it here, but it's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm about to finish this stream soon, so I can eat because I am hungry. Alright, cleaning up, doing some more purges. on. Pool 2. Also, this project looks like a cyberpunk. Yeah, it will be a little bit. It will be a little bit. There's still a lot to go into this project, but it will be a little bit cyberpunky. I think I'm gonna cut it here. I know this is probably a somewhat boring stream, but I did a lot of optimization. I took the size of this file from 700 megabytes to 100, so that's 1/7. This looks better. It's optimized. It flows better. On my next stream, I'll go more into adding some more details to this. Maybe adding some grease pencil objects in the scene to make it look cool. Some animations or something like that. And slowly just keep building away at this project. If you liked it, please like or subscribe and stuff, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. No pressure here, no pressure from me. This is looking pretty sweet, slowly but surely, but I hope everybody who watched had a good time. And Dr. Taura, thank you for chatting with me in the chat. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching and learning new stuff. Thank you for being here, and for the other 3 people here, thank you guys for watching. I'll definitely be doing some more content in the future. I'm on break now, so feeling fresh, making more stuff. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day, Dr. Tara. I hope everybody just has a good day. Hold on, let me make sure this is the right thing. There you go. There we go. Okay, saving. All right. Have a good one, guys. Take care.